Hey guys, welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Um, let's head inside and go talk to LaCroix. Tell him that we blew up the warehouse. Though I'm sure he already knows. Hello.
Snack cake? What are you doing here? I mean, I gotta admit, I'm a little flattered if you're stalking me, but, anyhow, you see where your little security muffins ended up? Night shift lobby sergeant, huh? Hey, stick with me, because I'm going straight to the top, baby.
Ah, Jelly Donut, allow me to climb the tower.
I'd love to buzz you up, but according to Building Security Protocol 916, I'm gonna have to verify you're supposed to be here before I can open the elevator. I hate to be a Louis Law, but I'm new here, and you don't get a second chance like this every day.
Louis, the name I seek is LaCroix.
Would that be Sebastian LaCroix of the LaCroix Foundation, or Dwayne LaCroix of Insurrection Baby Formula Company?
Sebastian LaCroix.
Okay then. Mr. LaCroix, he told me to expect someone fitting your description sometime tonight. You go right on up.
Many thanks.
Yeah, you have a good power meeting, or whatever it is you types do up there. Do you need any security? Well, you just ring the front desk and ask for Officer Chunk. That's me, in case you were wondering.
I will stitch your name in my brain. Farewell. Yup, Officer Chunk. Alright, so it's this one. To the penthouse we go. Hey, LaCroix. How's it going?
There you are. I was informed of your presence in the building. Since you're here, I'll take the liberty of assuming you've destroyed the warehouse. This is correct, yes?
Yes.
Most excellent. I had no doubt you'd prove my decision a prudent one. I trust you encountered no impediments to your progress on account of my personnel.
Bloody Mercury, Two Faces, Diner Assassins, Wolf People.
Yes, I'm sure it was quite an experience. You've done well, circumstances being what they were. I will admit, not many in your position would have overcome such a trial. But don't misunderstand me. It was no fool's errand. You may yet prove to be a genuine asset. It's a bit disturbing, the lack of talent within this organization as of late. Tell me, what would you say to doing a bit of reconnaissance for me?
What shall I spy with my little eyes?
There have been whispers, rumors spreading around the kindred community concerning the Elizabeth Dane, the cargo ship that was towed into port recently. Have you heard of it?
I ignored those whispers. Tell me more.
The Dane was found out at sea. The reports say it was without crew, but they have yet to report a fate of said crew. The police are investigating the Dane as we speak. Even the Nosferatu have little information on what's been found. However, the reason the ship has caused such speculation is because it was transporting an object called the Anarchs sarcophagus. Now, I'm not one to predicate a decision based on conjecture, so what I need is fact. And more importantly, I need evidence that the occurrences on the Dane were not supernatural in nature, and in no way relate to this Anarchs sarcophagus.
Help me understand.
You have 3 objectives. 1, I want you to examine the sarcophagus for anything unusual. You may sense something peculiar about the sarcophagus. In fact, many kindred in the city have reported an uneasiness in the air since the Dane's arrival. Do not, under any circumstances, open the Anarchs sarcophagus. Secondly, the police have begun their investigation. Find out what they have concluded thus far. Thirdly, take the cargo manifest for the ship. I want to find out what else it was carrying. The last thing we want is police aware of our existence, so be careful what you do in front of them. And unlike the warehouse, you cannot wholesale slaughter a ship full of lawmen without consequences. Is this understood?
More than you know.
Good. Oh, and it has come to my attention that you had an encounter with Nines Rodriguez earlier. The man so does love to throw that cretinous charm of his brashly about. What exactly did Mr. Rodriguez say?
He wants me to find the last round in this field of massive rectangles.
I see. Then, you should go humor the by-the-numbers rhetoric he's so desperately aching to spew. Oh, please, before the chance of fascist oppressor from that dive of theirs clog the air and choke the local kine.
I am gone.
Give the Anarch community my regards.
Done is good. Alright, so we have to investigate Dane. Skyline Apartments 2A. I have to get into 2A in the Skyline Apartments. And I also have to find M. Strauss. So, let's go outside. Okay, bye, Chunk. Quick thing here. Alright. So... I need to find a map.
Hey there, need a date?
No, quiet. Looking for a map. Apparently that's not a map, so... I guess we'll just go this way. So what do we got? We have the Hellowbrook Hotel. Hazmat suits.
What?
Oh, I think this is... Let's go in here. I think this is Strauss's place.
My flame shroud and the moon is melting.
What is this? I cannot use it. Okay. Cool. Oh, well, perfect. Hello.
Greetings, neonate. Might I assume you received my invitation? I have been looking forward to meeting you for quite some time.
Blood magics and betrayal, and the true king upon his throne.
Ah, a child of Malkav, no less. Do dark visions cloud your sight, young one? Shattered reflections of your clan father's mind?
The glass is cracked, but strangely clear.
There is truth in your words, neonate, more than you yet realize. Your madness allows you to glimpse the truth of this existence, to see through the shadowy veil into the world beyond.
On your head an iron crown, and the jester dances before you.
Be cautious when speaking of these visions. Truth is rarely welcomed by those who cannot see it. There are many kindred who will be less, shall we say, accepting of it than I am.
Tell me your name, Wizard King.
Strauss. Maximilian Strauss. I am the regent of this chantry. Welcome.
Chantry holds mystery for me.
A chantry is a local gathering place for those of the Tremere clan. I live here, as do apprentices from time to time.
Regent is opaque and shadowy.
A regent is the leader of a chantry, as well as a teacher to young Tremere apprentices who are studying the mysteries of our clan.
Reveal these mysteries, Wizard King.
I'm sorry, neonate. The secrets of the Tremere clan are hidden from all but those who share our blood. You would do best not to look into them any further.
Tell me of this dark city of angels.
Let me give you some advice, young one. Your survival in kindred society will often depend on your ability to find out yourself what is going on around you. Remember that well.
Fine, fine. Memory is rarely a gift of the schizophrenic.
As for what is going on here in downtown, the word on everyone's lips, kindred or kind, seems to be epidemic.
Ah, a withered horse runs among us.
It seems that disease has been spreading at an alarming rate throughout the downtown population. Considering our particular appetites, the local kindred are more than concerned about these developments.
Dirty blood is our doom.
Yes, indeed. My opinion is that the local Anarchs are responsible for these outbreaks. Their precipitous indulgence of certain passions often leads to such things. Ergo, their need for the watchful eye of the Camarilla.
Perhaps I might probe the problem of this pestilence.
An interesting proposition. If you succeed in finding the cause of this epidemic and putting an end to it, I will compensate you appropriately for your efforts.
And what of my reward, Wizard King?
I will ponder the nature of your payment when you are gone. Believe me, I will treat you fairly, neonate, and your service to the Camarilla won't be forgotten.
I shall do this deed.
Very well. Again, I recommend speaking with the Anarchs. You can find most of them at the local watering hole, reveling in the vices of their former lives. I believe the place is called The Last Round.
My mind has left, my body follows. Alright, so we need to go to the last round for a couple of reasons now. So let's see if I can get out of this place. There we go. Also have to find the Skyline Apartments. But, yeah. I think they're on the other side of town, so... Here we are, the last round. So let's head inside and have a chat with a couple of the people inside. Alright, so let's talk with Jack.
Well, looky who made it back in one piece. Out in Santa Monica, kiddo.
The lady was sad and beautiful.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a stroll on the beach. So did you score a lot of skee-ball tickets down on the pier there?
No.
I can't imagine you did. I'll be too busy getting pushed around by every vampire with the weakest seniority over you, am I right?
Right as a red rain.
That's usually the way the story goes. Same old bullshit politics from when you were alive. Don't it make you just want to rip somebody's spine out? What? You saying that's just me?
9 swooped in like death on demon's wings.
Yeah, not a moment too soon, huh? Said you guys left those Sabaco, too. 9s must be getting soft. How could you pass up that kind of fun?
Why does 9s keep saving this little fly? Well, he was left sireless too. I don't know, maybe that's it. Well, he's got a thing for the little guy. How does the Sabbat find my shadow? Someone must have put a word out. Now, here's an interesting little scenario. I'm just gonna run this by you. So what you think? What if the prince got the word out to the Sabbat that you were the one to blow up their warehouse? Is that the terrible truth? Hey, it's just a theory, man, but who else is gonna be watching you so closely, knowing where you're going and all that? Would the jester dance such a jig with the Sabbat? I'm not saying he's working with the Sabbat, I know he ain't, but he sure as hell could have put the word out there on the street where the Sabbat could pick up on it. Just chew on that. The jester is a Machiavellian mystery. It's how the Camarilla works, kiddo. Trust me, I've been dealing with these slimy shits for a few centuries now. Such politics are dread and dirty. Politics, the stuff that makes the rich get richer, keeps the powerful in power. Look at why you were out in Santa Monica in the first place, 'cause Prince LaCroix said so. You follow not the laws of the jester? Ah, kid, I never answered to no man in life. Now I sure as shit ain't taking orders from a vampire with a suit and a funny name. When I die again, the devil's gonna have to cut me a deal if he wants my ass. Besides, I never trust anybody with an X in their name. Why does this spider send this little fly to Santa Monica?
'Cause he never thought you'd make it back. If Nines didn't stand up for you in the courtroom, you would have been toast right there, man. Everybody knows that.
Why would the jester hate this little fly?
It's bullshit Camarilla law. You gotta get it approved before you sire anyone. Vampire population control, fascist crap. LaCroix wanted to look like the strong leader upholding the law.
So why has the spider not killed this little fly? Public relations man, calculated risk. Venture are born in a boardroom. When Nines called him out, LaCroix realized it was time to show a carefully measured dose of Camarilla compassion. Have you public relations propensities? Yeah, man, it's called kicking ass and crushing the skulls of any asshole who steps on my toes. That seems to work. People dig it. Why does the jester fear the shadow of Nines? Isn't he chief? LaCroix is the boss of the Camarilla in LA. That's it. LaCroix is the boss? That's rich. Do you count yourself amongst the Camarilla? The free living dead, kiddo. A lot of people like to use the label Anarchs, whatever the hell that means. Anarchs does get a nice kick to it. Though, huh? Ha ha, yeah. Ha ha, yeah. I seek knowledge of these Anarchs. Childer of entropy. That's us, so I'm told. What did you want to know? How long have they raged against the machine? Yeah, I could tell you about the history of the movement, about our struggle. What's any of that shit mean anyway? Do we want to sit through history class here? Not if you're the teacher. I'm no scholar kid, but I've been around, seen more and done more than most vampires ever will. I don't know that our situation's ever gonna be easy, but some things you gotta decide are worth fighting for. How to win such a Gordian game? Fight harder than the other son of a bitch. Every time I yank a jawbone from a skull, then ram it in an eye socket. I know I'm building a better future. Does Nines share your grisly visions? You bet, kid. Is Nines the chief of the Anarch tribe? As much as anyone is, Nines is a stand-up guy. Takes the politics a little too seriously, though. Came up during the Great Depression, so his brain's wired to that shit. Are the rest of the wolves that run with Nines? Yeah, I'm not sure the story of most of Nines' crew. Yeah, whatever. What blood runs in your veins? Bruja. Most everyone here has Bruja blood. I mine your gray matter. Yeah, share with me something else. I'm no longer here. Alright.
Hey, what's the word on the streets?
Oh, here we go. The jester sends me to the Elizabeth Dane, ship of a slaughter.
Oh, really?
That is my path.
The sarcophagus. Did LaCroix tell you about the Ankaran sarcophagus?
Only shadows of secrets.
Yeah, well, maybe I should fill you in on the details. That sarcophagus is bad news. Kindred around the globe have been going batshit since it was discovered.
Tell me more of this curious coffin. The word is there's an ancient asleep in there. One of the fathers, one of the vampires, that, if you traced your lineage way back, there's a chance it'd end up with him at the root. And for centuries he's been sawing logs. Ancients don't just nap, they sleep whole ages away, and when they wake up, they're hungry. Ah, and such a horrendous hunger he will have. It's more than that, kiddo. Most kindred think it's one of the signs of the end, the apocalypse. Every religion has their own version of it. Kindred call it Gehenna, and the way they tell it, it starts with the ancients' rise to devour their children. Is this real or a wives' tale? No one knows for sure, really. That's just the word that's been handed down through the ages. The Camarilla denies these ancient exist. Lies slip easily from truthless tongues. Well, kiddo, I guess you're gonna be the one to find out. Hey, good luck. Try not to make Grandpa Munster and kill... Try not to wake Grandpa Munster and kill the world, huh? I am no longer here. Well, if it ain't the talk of the town, poster child for Camarilla benevolence, what does the prince have his little bitch doing today? The jester plays his little games and sends his little pawn before him. Jester, what? What the hell did you say? Hold on, you're Malkavian, right? Whoa, you're doubly screwed, crazy as hell, and the prince's bitch. Little pawn, you said? Yeah, you got that right. Maybe you're not as crazy as you look. I seek key of the name of numbers. Man, I hate talking to you guys. Name with numbers. Nine's Rodriguez. Rodriguez, right? Here's upstairs. But watch yourself. We don't take kindly to Camarilla spies around here. You're a two-headed dog on the shores of a poisoned sea. Farewell. You showed up? Good. Here's what I gotta tell you. And so you know, I don't lecture, I don't rap, I'm no bureaucrat. I'm just a guy out of nowhere, came to be involved in something 500 times bigger than you and me. More. You got a right to know the score. The Camarilla, this is the short of it. They operate a lot like a pyramid scheme. There's a bunch of these old-timers at the top with God only knows what plots in mind. They lose their power, they die. They sired more to carry out their plans and looking for a little power than those kindred sired for their own schemes, and so on and on and on. It hurts my head just thinking about the mess. What it works out to is this. Only a few people at the top have any real power. The prince is not the head vampire. LaCroix? Shit. LaCroix's just the guy who backstabbed and wheeled and dealed his way into becoming king son of a bitch of all the local Camarilla. Him and any other traitors that sided with the Cam want power here, they'll get what's due. Let me hear your truth. I learned the way of this world during the Depression. Bunch of old rich bastards screwed the country, but did they suffer? No, the little people suffered. You can't trust the people at the top. The would be a better place without them. All you can do is get a group of people together who aren't assholes, find a place to put your feet up, and make some examples of the quote-unquote elite to keep the rest the hell out. Everyone's an equal here, the same thing this country used to be about. That's what LA was been, an anarch free state. Has been. Whatever. The Camarilla is a sapling here. The Camarilla was kicked out of on their ass a long time ago. We the Anarchs didn't want to play their politics anymore. Now LaCroix and crew pop up in like they never left. No goddamn way. Their laws don't apply to us. Are you the Prince of Thieves? And are these your merry men? Don't use me and Prince in the same sentence, Malk. I've fought to keep LA free since I was embraced. A long time later, I'm one of the only ones left that hasn't bit it or switched sides, the most veteran soldier on the battlefield. You and the Prince don't golf on the weekends? LaCroix represents everything I hate. The Camarilla, stuck-up aristocrats, rich businessmen, crooked politicians. The only place LaCroix belongs is in an urn. Meet with them, baloney all around. I got their meeting right here? Okay. My mind is still soft. Any shape I should set in it? Here's what I tell the new blood. 1. You get careless. That blood'll make you into a monster. But you rampage round here, you get put down. 2. Don't kill when you feed. No reason to. In this city there's a lot of ways to slake the beast without leaving a trail of dead. 3. The Camarilla's full of shit. 4. Watch your back always. And lastly, learn how to fight, 'cause a speech ain't gonna save your ass when you're staring down the barrel of a shotgun. Teach me the razzmatazz. After picking your ass up off the pavement back there, yeah, I can tell you don't even know the basics. Hold your hands up like this and keep your body at an angle. Makes you harder to hit. Keep your thumbs out of your fist and put your weight into your punches. Interesting words. I will savor them. You poor bastard. Listen, LA's the school of knocks, so keep your friends close and your enemies in a barbecue pit. Once you square things with LaCroix, don't give that son of a bitch the time of night. I got my eye on you, kid. Ick. Squishy. Okay. Okay. Sabat chase you in here, Cammy? You are the damsel of distress, yes? I'm Damsel. Someone talking shit about me over in that ivory tower? Who said it, huh? I'll kick their ass. Kicking them in the head would be more effective. Lunatic, I'd give you peace of my mind seeing as how you're just another do-girl for the Camarilla, but shit, no amount of good sense penetrates that white noise you Malks call a brain, does it? The Warlock Chief says you children spread disease. That daggum blood witch told you what? He thinks you're responsible for that plague bear? If I hadn't promised Nines I'd keep my nose clean, I'd go over right now and rip him a new wizard shoot. Magic missile casting motherfucker. Plague bearer? This word is unfamiliar to me. A plague bearer is a fool that doesn't care who they feed from. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can't get sick, but the kind can, and kindred that feed on them start spreading disease. Enough get sick, it's an epidemic. CDC's in town as we speak. Can't you just shoo the dirty carrier pigeon away? See an old yeller? May sound cruel, but it's necessary.
If someone puts together 2 and 2 as to the real cause of an outbreak of bloodborne diseases, guess what happens? So the plague bearers gotta be found and put down. If the Camarilla really gives a damn, they'll help us out.
My neck owes a debt to the Anarchs. What shall I do? One of our boys' ghouls name's Paul. Lives nearby in the Skyline Apartments. Been a stranger lately. Looked like death last time he was here. Said he didn't get bit, but maybe you can get more info out of him. I will touch this ghoul in his mind's secret places. Wait, if Paul's not talking, you might want to start questioning the homeless pop. So many have been dying lately that it takes the city a few days to pick up the bodies. I will spread my mind around the city of angels. See you, Damsel. Cammy. I wonder something from your mind. The number for a name? No one like him in this world for the next. He's the Anarch. What George Washington was to the colonies, what Ho Chi Minh was to Vietnam. He is the LA Anarchs personified. He's a great leader, and yet he's humble. I'd die for him. He wears no face but his own in a city of masks. No one like him in the Camarilla or otherwise. Anything else? No, I'd like to stop talking now. The parents of the Anarch. I just want to stop talking. Oops. Psst. Ah, the parents of the the Jack in the Box, Miles and Nessus, whatever. Jack's Jack, kind of a legend against Anarchs. He's not an Anarch. There's not an Anarch in the world that wouldn't stand in Rockstar awe of Jack. Even the Camarilla doesn't mess with him. My curiosity stated I'm gone. Alright, so let's get out of this place. Jack, do you have anything new to say? Yeah, no. Okay. Alright, so what do we have? We have to find out the source of the plague. And the regent, okay. Contacted Nines after you're finished talking to him. Report back to Prince before you go on. Okay. Alright. Yeah, well, I think this is where I'm going to leave this video. Next time we will probably work on the plague issue. But until then, goodbye.